Welcome into the Crypto Bunker podcast, where we're chilling in the crypto bunker. We're safe. We got our keys locked away. Today's a pretty crazy day, so I wanted to post a video because I think, I'm just looking at the crypto community and it's too split. There's too much there's too much anger. There's too much jealousy. There's too much hate. There's too much fear. There's too much greed. All these things, right? But it's like, what are we building, Like, we're building the new financial system. It's not going to just be Bitcoin, okay? It's not, and maybe the Dogecoin people will survive and just have fun doing it. Maybe it's not about money for them. Maybe it's about making a point to the system, It's about saying to the Federal Reserve, who just endlessly prints money, that you know what? If you're going to give away this much free money, we're going to make a complete joke out of this market, and it's going to be it's embarrassing, right? It's embarrassing. It really is. Um, but to the Bitcoin people, I just want to say, first of all, I admire you, and I admire the way that you guys defend the community to the death. That's why I stake most of my wealth in Bitcoin as a savings account, because I believe in it long term. I believe in I actually believe in the fact that it is slow, that it isn't trying to build. It's a perfect system the way it is, just like Michael Saylor has said in the past. Um, it doesn't need to do all these crazy things that Ethereum is doing. The fact that it's slow in nature, the fact that it takes its time with things like Taproot, which isn't going to even happen for like 6 months if it's voted in, which most likely it will be, and that will improve, security and things like that. But it doesn't need to be the be all end all of crypto. Okay, and all this altcoin madness that's happening, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to handle. But seeing these gains, I understand it sucks, right? Like Ethereum's up 100% uh, in like 2 weeks or something, and that's a lot. It's like $200 billion in market cap, and there's rumors that corporations are putting ETH on the balance sheet, and it makes sense. Let's just say it like it is. It makes sense for them to do it. Because if they want to participate in NFTs, if they want to participate in some type of smart contract building on the Ethereum platform, um, there's the European Bank, I think, issued digital bonds on the ETH platform. So look, it's like I was listening to this interview with Michael Saylor and Robert Breedlove, and they were saying, you know, like the market cap of ETH. They were talking about like, okay, it's not really anything right now, you know. Okay, well now it's something. Okay, like it's $400 billion now. So the market has spoken. Let's just accept it as Bitcoiners. Let's accept the fact that ETH is doing some good things, and there is a great depth of community within the Ethereum ecosystem. There's really smart developers, and maybe it's not as secure because it's going to be proof of stake as proof of work. Um, but if proof of stake ends up working and they are a smart contract platform who where you can build projects on, and you can, create a contract of trust and have it on the Ethereum blockchain, um, and the issuance of the coin is going down because of EIP 1559, then and then staking. So people are going to stake their ETH. I think there's already maybe 3% of the supply staked. I do hold some Ethereum, just as a disclosure. I look at myself as a Bitcoiner at heart because I believe that than it's bigger than anything else that's happening in crypto. Actually, I think that it's a movement and it's a statement and it's something that needs to succeed for society to succeed. But I'm also recognizing that ETH could be a store of value as well, because if there's a deflating issuance, then that means that, you know, it could be even more deflationary than Bitcoin, especially if people start staking it. There's also really cool things happening on Ethereum, like Aave protocol. I personally would rather get a loan on Aave than with BlockFi. Aave, they actually give you interest on the, um, they're doing this cool thing now with Polygon, with Matic, where if you deposit, you can deposit wrapped Bitcoin, wrapped ETH, Matic, Aave, and you earn or you earn Matic tokens for like it's probably like the next 25 days at this point, and you actually get paid to get a loan, because the interest rates on the loans are usually like variable rates, but they're like 4 to 7%, and they're paying you like 6% APY in Matic tokens. And so I did that a few weeks ago, and it's worked out because obviously I'm getting paid to borrow. Um, and, Aave is like a $17 billion total value locked protocol at this point. So I trust it. And, I've had some people who have talked to me who are a little bit higher up in the industry. I have a friend who's a professor, teaches blockchain at Penn, and he's in on it, and he's a Bitcoin guy, but he's in more ETH now, and that's fine. Like, if you want to do that, and I'd say at this point I probably hold more ETH too because of the run that we've had. But I've always said to people 70%, 70-30. 70% Bitcoin. If you're just starting out, it should be 70% Bitcoin, 30% ETH. Because ETH technically is a speculation. Obviously, it could end up being bigger than Bitcoin in market cap. But that doesn't mean that Bitcoin, the movement, is over. The movement needs to continue. And Bitcoin, the thing is, the institutions, they're focused on Bitcoin. They're going to keep accumulating Bitcoin, regardless of the news, regardless of all these ETH people saying that ETH is better. People are going to continue to accumulate Bitcoin, especially institutions, because they know that Bitcoin is the one. Bitcoin is the main cryptocurrency. It's the first one. It has the best brand recognition. It's the first mover. When Bitcoin moves, the rest of the market takes a step back, and we're just not at that point right now. And I think we will get there within the next couple months, and then we'll see a correction. People will probably think that's the top, and then we will have a blow off top. That would be my prediction. I'd say 100K Bitcoin, 10K Ethereum by August. And then I think we see a 40% correction. all the way back down to 63K Bitcoin. We touch this top again that we already made. We go all the way back down to 6,000 Ethereum, which sounds crazy now. And then we just absolutely pump until the end of the year, all the way until the end, December, I think. Because you know that a lot of these institutions like to pump their books at the end of the year. They want to make it look like they've had really big percentage gains for their books. So that's how the stock market has always worked. It's called the Santa Claus rally, I think. And there is some correlation with the way that those assets rally with Bitcoin and ETH now. So I think as long as we can avoid a black swan, which I know some people think there will be one, like the XRP community, like those guys crack me up because they're like such conspiracy theorists. I love it. Honestly, I think it's hilarious. I even have a small XRP bag because, you know, a lot of people are hating on it. It sort of reminds me of Doge, when Doge was like, ran up, but then like went back down and people are like, all right, that's enough. And then now it's just on this parabolic run. I mean, there's legitimate things happening with Ripple. They just hired a former U.S. Treasurer, I should say, the 43rd U.S. Treasurer. Her name is on the money. So these guys love that. And not necessarily that Ripple is the same thing as XRP. I think that's where these guys get a little confused. I mean, I'm willing to speculate a little bit on it. To have like 1% of my portfolio in it or something like that, just to see what happens. I think they do have a good technology. I've sent XRP before, and it's like a second from wallet to wallet. So they have something there with the technology, and I think they use XRP as like, they say that's like part of the settlement, the XRP ledger. So if you're sending value, you can just use that to, quickly move value across borders. And there's a bunch of other things that those guys go over. But anyway, the point is, we need to stop with all of the hate. Like, am I going to get hate now for, obviously I don't have like a following. This is like my second video, but am I going to get hate for talking about XRP as a Bitcoiner or Ethereum? It's stupid. Okay, they're all good technologies in their own way, and they all need to succeed. And we need the XRP case to go well for the state of the entire crypto space, for sure. So keep your eye on that. If there's something coming in the works that gets settled, obviously XRP is going to pump. I think coins like Chainlink will pump because I think Chainlink is the same thing. Chainlink is centralized, just as the same. And the people who hold the massive amounts of Link, have definitely dumped on the market before. So that's basically what I wanted to say. And, it's getting a little nuts out there with some of these coins, but keep your head, realize at this point that Bitcoin isn't a speculation. Bitcoin is the greatest savings account ever made. We've made that discovery. We've made that discovery as a community, as a collective consciousness. We should be ecstatic. We should be totally happy. And we should love our lives. And we should look to love others and spread positivity. So let's do that as a crypto community. Have a great night.